Welcome back to Dark Points. Hi, this is Ron, and this is my post-holiday game sale binge. I know Christmas hasn't happened yet, but all the sales on the PlayStation Store have, and I've played a bunch of games, and I am excited to share them with you. Let's start with the first sale, Halloween. Yes, we are starting with Halloween. I consider that part of the holidays. I know. Deadlight Director's Cut. Yes, this game is good, good, good. I think I bought it for $3 or $4. It is a side-scrolly, puzzle-solvy kind of version of The Last of Us. It has elements of a lot of side-scrolly, puzzle-solvy games. Mostly, it reminds me of Oddworld, the Oddworld games, Abe's Exodus, Abe's Odyssey, that kind of stuff, because you have to figure out levers to pull and stuff like that. There are moments that are just action scenes, and those are great as well. This game ticks all the boxes, and it has a good even keel to it. It never gets too hard, but it has a pretty good level of challenge to it. But it is satisfying to play, and it is fun to play. It's Deadlight Director's Cut. It's just a great game. It's, again, just a side-scroller, but look at it. It's just good to look at. And it's just a side-scroller. It's, yeah, amazing. Wonderful Halloween game sale. I loved it. All right. Speaking of Halloween, moving on to Pumpkin Jack. It is, as you can see here, a platformer where you're a pumpkin-headed man. Does it look familiar? Does it give you a sense of deja vu? Well, it is a small dev team, just a couple of people, and it is clearly a love letter to the game Medieval, which I have already reviewed, and honestly, I gotta say the Medieval remake, as good as it is, this feels more like the natural progression of things. It has that look, that simplified look. It's not too foggy and scary looking. The old school Medieval had a simplified Tim Burton look, and when they did the redo, they tried to turn it into, well, I hate to say this, but modern Tim Burton, which nobody likes. Okay, I'm just saying that might not be true, but anyways, yeah, it's a fun little platformer with a lot of different aspects to it and things to figure out. It's not very long. It's only 6 levels, but man, Pumpkin Jack. Yeah. All right, moving on to Terminator Resistance, which I think was actually part of the Black Friday deal and not the Halloween sale, even though it is kind of a scary game. This game tanked huge. Everybody hates Terminator right now, and I blame the movies. Dark Fate, okay. Like, the last 3 movies were just garbage. Well, Terminator 3 wasn't very good either. But it's a game, and you get to shoot Terminators. What else do you want here? It's, I don't know, it's so much better than the last 3 movies. I can't describe it. I know it looks a little garbagey and trashy here, maybe to some people, but man, this was actually fun. I really enjoyed it. It's not easy, and it's very much survival horror. It has open world elements, kind of like the Metro Exodus, or the Metro games. Metro, I can't remember the name of the first one, but then there's 2029, Metro Exodus, yeah. Good game, great game. Again, lockpicking, people, can we just get done with that? Can we just not have that? Or they totally, just total Bethesda lockpicking in this game. But again, very fun to play for fans of Fallout and stuff like that. You'll like it. Alright, moving on to Underworld Ascendant. This is a game that I thought I would love, 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 because it is just a dungeon crawler, and it's actually a crowd-funded game from some of the people who made BioShock. And the game has a gorgeous look to it. But just like we learned with Drongen, anytime... You remember Drongen? Dungeons of Ink and Paper? Yeah. Anytime you want to buy a game for a couple of bucks and it looks like a dungeon crawler and you're thinking, this will scratch that Elder Scrolls itch, well, this one actually kind of does for a while. But the game is super buggy. Even after updates, initially the game was completely unplayable. But even now, playing it, as much as I enjoy these kind of games, there's lots of problems with it. Alright, moving on to another game I bought during the holiday sales, and I think I paid $2.99 for it. Totally worth it. It's Super Mash. I watched the little trailer for it, and I was very excited. You play as a little kid, kind of co-running a video game store, and you find this weird little Game Boy kind of system, and you can mix and mash games together to create a new game. And at first, I gotta say, this game is amazing, especially for $3. This game is totally worth $3, first of all. However, as you start mixing and mashing the games, and I'm sure you don't understand what that means, but there's RPGs, there's shooters, there's action-adventure, there's role-playing, which is kind of RPG. You got your, Metrovania kind of style games. There's a whole bunch of different things you can choose from, and as you blend them, each game is very different from the other. For a while. As you can see here, I've blended action-adventure with role-playing and ended up with top-down Zelda. And this mix happens a lot. Here's another one. I mixed RPG with shooter, and you can see a top-down plane, and then because this is an RPG, we're going into a battle scene, and I'm the plane on the top, and then you got a Pokemon-looking guy and a Street Fighter-looking guy or gal there, and then box-headed Final Fantasy monster guy. This game is really creative. It's really rewarding for, I would say, the first 4 to 6 hours you play it. But then it starts repeating. Also, this game is buggy and problematic. Here you see, yeah, that's an amazing level that got mixed together. But yeah, here you see me trapped behind the world. This happened multiple times, so the game's got some bugs to it. And I look like Conan O'Brien. I look like Conan O'Brien from Hogwarts. So there you go, Super Mash. It's a mixed bag, but it's worth $3. Okay, Hard Reset Redux. Also, $3. This was on the Black Friday sale, not the Halloween sale, though this game is, to some degree, equally terrifying. It's very cyberpunky. And, you know, playing, I have to say, Terminator and this game right in a row, it was kind of overwhelming. But I beat the thing, and I loved playing it. It's got some problems, but if you can find this on sale, it's well worth it. It's an older game from 2017 or something like that, maybe a little older. But this is the redo version, and they made it look prettier. And yeah, no, it's, if you love shooters, and I love shooters, so any opportunity to play a new and different one is fun. But this game does have problems. Even on easy, it is unforgiving. I presume this was a PC only game, because I have never seen it before on the PlayStation Store. So I don't know. And I don't know if the redo version came out in 2017 and the original came out earlier, but I haven't heard a peep about this game, and for good reason, and that is because, as fun to play as it is, and as much as I love shooters, I'll just ruin it. Okay, I'm sorry. Spoiler time. This game doesn't end. It just doesn't end. Poop. Alright, speaking of poop, Bound by Flame. Bound by Flame. Hey, look at me. I'm a big demon monster. Yeah. Aren't I cool looking? I got flames and horns and all that stuff. Anybody ever play Fable? You ever eat too many cakes in the dungeon and you come out and you're a big guy all of a sudden, and no matter how much you exercise, you can't lose that weight? That happened to me in Fable. And it happened to me in this game when I made 3 bad choices. 3 bad choices. Well, are they bad? They give you power, but basically I'm full on demon now, and I've made 3 demonic choices. What is it? It is a budget bin Dragon Age, is what it is. It's a budget bin Dragon Age, and also this game has the same problem of being fairly short, and the fighting is arduous. So why even play this game? I don't know. Oh, Mathras. That's why. This character is awesome. Undead Zombie King. Yeah, Mathras. The one saving grace of this game, as much as I love Dragon Age games, most of the characters in this are very cardboard cutout. The plot itself is very simple and not boring, but yeah, it's just, it is what it is. You're either going to play it and it's going to sate that Dragon Age appetite a little bit, but even then, you know that you're playing kind of a half-ass game. Like I said, short. 3 levels, excluding the intro and the outro chapters, which are their own thing, and very good. And I kind of like the story too. I hate to admit it, but I kind of like the story a lot. But there's just a cheap feeling here. I do love the way it looks as well. It's like Borderlands kind of meets Dragon Age. And again, the fighting is super frustrating. Even if you pick the easiest level, the fighting gets old. And maybe that was part of the idea, was like, let's make a Dragon Age, but make it focused and shorter so you can play it on a harder level and it'll be more challenging. You can see me switching through my menus constantly, just trying to stay alive during this fight here. Yeah, that's the kind of game it is. It's like playing Dragon Age on Nightmare difficulty or something like that. And I think I'm playing it on normal at this point. But again, 3 levels. That's it. There's 3 levels. They're sort of big, but yeah. All right, Bound by Flame. It was $3. What can I say? All right. What is this? It's Observation! Moving on to a game of a higher caliber. It was not $3. I think it was $10. Might have been $15. I bought this on the Halloween game sale binge. And Chris, I love you, Chris. He highly recommended this to me. But I have to say, I think I hate this game. I think I hate it. Or at least I don't like it. The preview or the trailer for it shows basically kind of the Gravity situation with Sandra Bullock, where you appear to be a woman floating in space and solving a problem. Turns out, though, when you play the game, you are playing as the AI. So there is a human character that you can see who's basically demanding you to do different things. Check the cameras, check the cabin pressure, do all this stuff. And so it's a series of commands, and then you have these screens where you have to figure out how to work them, and then at a certain point it turns into a puzzle game where you have to figure out how to work certain machines, and they don't give you a clue, and I hate that. Give me a clue. Tell me how the game works. Don't just leave me high and dry. Sorry. All right, moving on to Murdered Soul Suspect, probably the best game of the bunch. This one really spoke to me. Clearly made by the people from Just Cause and Deus Ex Mankind Divided, as you can see those two little Easter eggs there. This game is good. At least for me. It is an investigative... It's not like the Sherlock games, but it's an investigative game where you play as a dead detective trying to solve your own murder. And it is awesome. You have all sorts of ghost powers, and then also the deducting, the investigating is not arduous. They don't punish you for not knowing. It uses a kind of basic system of, I guess, common sense. It uses common sense to solve these crimes. So they give you a bunch of clues, and then you have to pick the clues that are the most relevant. And if you pick the wrong one, it doesn't end the game or ruin the game. It just tells you, no, you're wrong. And then you get to move forward, which I love. And there's so much else to this game. There's also demons that will hunt you down and kill you. It's kind of like I want to say Metal Gear Dead Person, kind of a stealth game, a strategic game in that manner when you're facing the demons. The story is so good, though, and yeah, everything about this game, I really like this. I can't say it enough. I think I bought it for $5 again, and this was definitely on the Halloween sale. I know there's a lot of Halloween titles on this list, but yeah, man, I loved this game. And you get to play as a kitty. Look at that. I'm a kitty cat. I'm a kitty cat. Yeah, if you see this game on sale and you enjoy... it has some Soul Reaver elements to it too, but if you enjoy games that aren't all action slashing, and you can just have a little patience and put your time into it, it's great. There are, I should say, some broken moments. As with all these games, that seems to be a trend. Here is a scene where you find a lady on a balcony using the cat power, the cat power, and she has no lines, and she makes grunts and noises. It is a broken moment of the game. So there you go. Otherwise, playing it throughout, Murdered Soul Suspect. Yeah. Do I need to say more? I liked it a lot. Get it. Just get it. Okay. Moving on to... I can't even say this title right most of the time. Swords of Ditto Mormo's Curse. This was on the Black Friday sale, I believe. And, I have to say, playing this right up against Super Mash really made me appreciate this game. Yes, it is just Zelda: A Link to the Past, but it looks so good, and it plays so good. It feels good. It has an almost Nickelodeon look to it, or Rick and it has, I want to say Rick and Morty, but it has a Rick and Morty sense of humor. Like, read this guy's text here. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's just one of those. I don't want to say it's cutting edge because it's Link to the Past, but it's fun to play, and it has a fun look to it, and it is Swords of Dittos. Again, I can't say the name. And listen to the music too. I started playing this game thinking I would be bored with it, and the more it went on, the more I liked it. And yeah, anybody who's a fan of A Link to the Past will I hope you will enjoy this game. I did. Again, the maps are not randomized like Binding of Isaac or anything like that. So if you like that kind of thing, maybe don't look at this. But yeah, One More Curse, another win for the holiday sales Game Binge, and I think that's all for now. Thank you everybody for watching. That was a lot of games, so don't worry, be happy. Dork points fully earned. Thank you for watching again. Good night.